Hello and welcome back to iCup, the internet's #1 source for everything peanut butter cup news, reviews, and discussion. Today's review, the Choceur milk chocolate and peanut butter bar. Let's get into it, Cupheads.
I see you and me. iCup.
We live in a culture which champions mediocrity. A culture in which the true nature of growth is averted at the deepest level. We are told it is not okay to fail. We are laughed at for having even the audacity to have tried. To fail is to be admonished, to be ostracized. To fail is to be unloved. And so we learn. We learn not to try. We learn to do as much as we have to right until we reach the point where learning and growing have diminishing returns. Until the point where growth would be more painful and more unpleasant than maintaining what we already have and who we already are. That is the position, the mindset at which the Choceur peanut butter and chocolate bar meets the consumer. It has spent so much time mitigating its flaws, it has forgotten to flourish. It is by every definition the epitome of mediocrity. It is not courageous. It is not eccentric nor memorable. The only task it can accomplish with any degree of certainty is in saturating your blood with sucrose. It does not so much melt in your mouth as it does disintegrate, leaving with it a residue of neutral tang, caked to your tongue like the salt on the insides of an empty pasta pot. Somehow, despite being 40-60 peanut butter to chocolate, you cannot taste a semblance of the peanut butter's presence. You can at best vaguely sense a feeling of richness on the palate, but that is about the most compliment one can scrounge up for the peanut butter. And while the lack of flavor is not the case for the chocolate, one almost wishes it was, as to call the flavor of the chocolate in this bar chocolatey would be to call the remaining PBR swill at the bottom of a college freshman's solo cup hoppy. It is as if a bar of chocolate had been constructed based off testimony from an Alzheimer's patient describing a bar of chocolate they ate as a young boy. Now, one could of course make the point that this is a bar of chocolate purchased from Aldi. Aldi's cheap. Why did they expect so much for the price? Why did they expect so much more for the price? And to that I would say, this bar was nearly $4. I just last week reviewed the Choceur medium built cups and was blown away by the value. I mean, I love these cups. $5.50 for a 12-ounce bag, and the quality was astounding. I call them a must-try for fans of the Trader Joe's cups. So then I ask why, if Choceur can deliver that much quality, that much value, that much flavor in cup form, what's stopping them from doing it in the bar? Do we not have the technology? A man on the moon with less computing power than the 2006 iPod Nano, but we're only capable of making a chocolate bar with peanut butter in it that tastes like the feeling of exhaustedly falling asleep on your iPad while it loops Instagram reels on your chest? Given the quality I came to expect from Choceur, this chocolate bar feels like a once ambitious person whose spirit got crushed by the weight of the world. Their joy for the beauty of life now an afterthought. It laughs at itself that it could ever have been so naive. It is a child who has forgotten what it means to play and to explore and to indulge. So what do I mean when I say we live in a culture that champions mediocrity? I mean, we live in a culture where peanut butter cups like this one can exist. A culture where we've allowed one of our greatest foods to be one of our most forgettable. A culture where beauty and excellence come second to maintaining a comforting equilibrium. That is sad. All right, until next time, Cupheads, iCup out.